Remember, it takes action to be inspired, which keeps the motivation to achieve your greatness. Let's get it started.
Hey, y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Two Ham. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I have an amazing topic that I want to go over that I know will help you out on the journey to greatness that we're all on together. So, Two Ham Nation, get ready. This right here, this is one that's needed. Because I think we all fall victim to this more than we think. So this topic came to mind because I was having a conversation with a friend just about some things that they were working on in their life and some rinse and repeat traits that they kept doing. And their response to me was, well, I might as well say what it was about. It was about a relationship, and they was telling me about the rinse and repeat traits they was doing and why, you know, the relationship wasn't working out. And so I was like, well, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over but expecting a different result. And their response to me was, well, I'm still young, so I have time to like continue doing this. And so I remember the quote, good things come to those who wait. But is that necessarily true? So the topic that we are going to do today is, just because you get older, does that mean that things get better? Oh, and by the way, if this is your first time here to this channel and these are the type of topics that you like hearing about to get some in-depth perception of the different layouts of how this could go and the different layers that you get to peel back the more and more you become in tune with your mind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm coming at you every day with some fire to continue helping your brain grow to be the person that you are meant to be. Because remember, it's a process. Doesn't happen in one day. It's not gonna happen in a week, probably not a year. I mean, I'm still working on myself every day. I still read every single day. I'm still getting better every single day. Still make mistakes, and I implement my experience into that mistake and add in the intellect that I'm gaining. We all get it. That's for another day. All right, so do you actually, the older you get, do things actually get better? So in my experience, that response is a no. I believe that there is a perception that's put into your mind when you're younger that you're still young, you can still continuously make mistakes and everything will be okay in the long run. But how many people do you all know that are 30, 40, 50, still living paycheck to paycheck? You know, still can't find themselves a good relationship, like still doing the same old, hitting the bar, trying to pick up a girl at the end of the night, you know, and then they graduate to going to buy prostitutes because you get to a point that you can't even pick up girls at the bar. Like, you get my point. And so, maybe we keep going too. We can go sit down to the job world. You're not getting any promotions. You've been in the same position for 15 years, like, and nothing has changed. So like, is life getting better because time is passing? And so the answer would be no. So the thing is, good things come to those that grind, to those that have discipline, to those that write down their goals and actually execute to achieve their goals. If you continuously do the same exact thing today that you were doing, no, make sure I phrase this right. If you do the same exact thing today, and that's what I'm talking about, you see what I mean? We're all human. Like, doesn't matter like how much runs through my mind at the end of the day. Sometimes I need a second to gather my thoughts to make sure I articulate this in the right way for y'all. All right, let's do this. So, just because you get older, it doesn't mean that things are getting better. If you continue the same traits that you're doing right now, then you will be in the same exact position 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. If you write down all your goals, and you continue the same exact traits that you are doing right now, and you don't do anything that aims you towards achieving those goals, you will be in the same exact place that you are right now in life. When it comes to relationships, if you continuously do the same exact formula that you have done on every single relationship, then you will most likely still be single or miserable in a relationship because you forced it because you just didn't want to be alone, you know, in the future. Same thing with jobs. Be on a job as many years as you want. You will be in the same exact position, no promotion. People will get promoted around you. Everything will change. You have to actually change your traits as a person, you have to actually learn what to do to get better, to be able to actually, for things to actually get better with time. And so I tested this experiment because at the end of the day, people grow by experience, not intellect. You can be as smart as you want, but until you actually go through it, you'll never know how it affects your life. And that also applies to me. And that's why I'm always an experience first kind of guy. Like, I do my reading, I do my research, I do my intellect. Now, I think I know I've gotten a lot better with actually using intellect and adding that into my life and actually letting my experience and intellect kind of intertwine together to get me to that destination, or making a decision based off of intellect because of research and everything. Like, I actually know that in a lot of cases, I don't need to go through it just yet to know how it's going to turn out. But in some cases, I just enjoy to do it, like we all do, right? I'm sure we all do. So I ran an experiment. We all know COVID just happened and everything. So leading up until we'll say literally up until the quarantine, I was on a super grind, super disciplined, gym every day, focused on my money. I'm up at 5 a.m. every single day, hit the gym off the bat. You know, I'm going through all my days. I go to work, came back home. I was researching, I was studying, I was learning about real estate. I was learning the stock market, just trying to continuously build myself so I could create generational wealth for my family, right? So I'm always on the grind. My life is changing day by day. Like, literally, I could be doing one thing one month, and it was hard for me to even have conversations with people who I hadn't talked to in a while, because within a month span, if we don't talk, so much has changed in my life that I don't even know like where to start. And so I just won't even like give you all the details. I'm just like, man, I'll tell you this, the next month it's gonna be something totally new. So that was part of my grind, that's part of my discipline. My life was changing as I was getting older, but I was implementing traits of discipline and achieving my goals and having a plan to actually get to that point. So March came. I'd say first went on lockdown around, I don't remember the day, 20th, 19th, who knows. So hold on one second, I try to drink 2 of these a day. They're half a gallon of water. All right, back to the point. So March came, and the first month I still was doing really good. I was doing my home workouts, running 3 miles around where I live. I was doing insanity. I was getting it in. When it came to my goals and dreams, I was building up this channel and everything. I was trying to buy a bunch of things to get this channel going, and I was like, oh man, I'm dropping the videos. Actually, I probably only got like 4 or 5 videos up. Then I decided to test it. I was like, you know what? What if I just chill? What if I just relax? What would happen in my life? So for April, I started in April. For April, May, and June, I told myself I will do nothing discipline related. Like, I personally just got something programmed in my brain where I can't like eat too bad and everything. Like, if I eat ice cream and cookies every night, I would just lose my mind personally. So like, but I wasn't doing it at all, but I got to a point where I started at least doing it 3 days a week. So I did add that in, and I wasn't doing anything towards actually being beneficial towards my life. All I was doing was drinking, smoking, playing video games, watching anime, movies, Netflix, and chill king. Like, I really wanted to test this out. What did I say? It was like June about the time I stopped. Let me tell you, my life was exactly the same as it was in April. Like, it was practically insane to see. Now, I know some people will be like, well, hey, it was quarantine, it was COVID, you were locked down. So like, no, that's not true, because really, if the world, no. Let me tell you, I can watch my habits over that time frame. My habit was wake up, eat breakfast, decide if I was gonna smoke early or decide if I was gonna smoke later in the day, throw the Xbox on, look up movie. Hey, it was completely the same thing every day. Was it enjoyable? Somewhere it was in my mind. I actually was enjoying it for a little bit, but then I don't like to do the same exact thing every single day, meaning like when it's meaningless. When I wake up and I go to sleep and nothing has changed, like I didn't make any progress with my life. And so personally, I was being bothered after like the first month, but I pushed through just for the purpose of this research. And so after the 3 months, yeah, nothing changed about my life at all. I was in the exact same place, doing the exact same thing. And then I thought about other people. Just the point of how, wow, well, what if you was doing this for a year? Like, I'm just the same rinse and repeat cycle of your life. 2 years, 3 years, like you would be in the same exact situation as you are right now. The only thing that changed for me was my finances, and that's because I had already done the work to put myself in a position that I was still being paid and everything, but that was just the dividends being paid off from the work already done. So that doesn't even count, because really that wouldn't have existed if I wasn't grinding so hard up until that point. So let me throw that out there. So yeah, point I'm making, everybody, is this: good things will not come to if you just wait on them. It's the same thing with healing. Like you go through a bad breakup, or bless you, surgery. Oh my gosh. If you tear your ACL, if you break your arm, like when you turn around and everything's fixed, especially with a torn ACL, I've done it myself. I don't tear my ACL and then, so that's an injury. I'm hurt, I'm wounded. I need to recover. And then I just wait 6 months, and then the bones just refuse all back together, and now I could walk normal and my strength's back there, and I could get right back in the gym and leg press and squat. No, you gotta work on it. You gotta build it back up to be able to get to that point. Well, that same thing applies to your life. If things aren't going right and you just sit around and wait, you're a torn ACL. I mean, that's probably the best. And your bones will refuse back together. You'll be able to walk. But that's all you'll do. You'll be able to walk. You'll never get that strength back. You might be prone to injury again, which I'm sure now that some of you are probably thinking like, wow, you're right. I repeat my same traits over and over, and then I keep getting that slap in the face because I'm actually not doing anything to make myself stronger, which is why you actually do have to work to be able to get what you want. It is not just going to fall into your lap. Time is not going to heal those wounds. Like, and that is just the reality. You know, like, I mean, I could even use something more personal. I remember when my brother, when I was 20, he was killed. Naturally, I was devastated. And so we can use will things get better with time? No. Let me tell you all, if you've ever lost someone close to you, every single day, I can literally think about it right now, and it still feels like yesterday where we were hanging out, or I told him, or literally that day, and I was like, hey man, I'll see you later. And he's like, all right, see you later, bro. Like, left out the door. Of course, he never came back because, just told you. But that's oh, by the way, if you're enjoying this content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like I tell you, I'm coming at you every day, and I got so much experience and just knowledge when it comes to things in this world. But I am a student of knowledge, so I'm always learning. And I also have an unconditional mindset, which means that I respect the views of everyone else, along with myself, of course, but I don't have to agree with them, but I still respect them, because I do understand that people are highly opinionated and everyone's gonna have their perception of things, but I'm always just open-minded and just gathering knowledge and everything. So it'll never be an end to this, because I'm always growing from every conversation, from everything I go through, and anything we do. So, and if you wanna know a little bit more about me, make sure you watch the intro video. You'll find out a lot more just about how I think, how I got to this point and everything. But back to topic. Yeah, it's just the point of time doesn't heal all wounds, and you got to actually implement yourself. Like, I ended up using that as fuel to be like, you know what? I now got to be the best brother to my brothers now. So I had to change my actions, because by the way, I was a pretty crappy brother. Not crappy all the way, but I wasn't good at all. Like, I was wilding. So yeah, like, I wasn't doing a good job as an older brother. I wasn't keeping our family strong. I was off doing my thing. The other brothers doing whatever. But no, I solidified myself. I made myself stronger with my family. I realized that also, wow, that's a source of income in the future that would have benefited my mother, who's worked super hard to this point to help us grow. Like, that income would have been now in our life is gone. So I need to work twice as hard to also make up, for my brothers' income that would have came in, to make sure that my mom isn't like working the rest of her life and struggling. So you have to actually change who you are as a person if you want things to change. Time will not change anything, and it is the reason why people stay stuck so long in the same exact place, because they're just waiting on something to fall in their lap. But that is not how life works. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you enjoyed today's video, you're definitely gonna enjoy all the other videos that I'm putting out. Like, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something today. Actually, in the comment section below, tell me something that you feel like you should work on within your life so that way you can start becoming a better person going forward into the future. Because remember, the point of this journey to greatness that we're all on, 2Ham Nation, is to become better every single day. That is the goal. Doesn't matter if you took 10, if you took 1 step yesterday and you took 5 steps today, amazing job. No judgment. If you read 1 page and then now you read a whole book today, amazing. The point is, every step matters because this is a lifelong process. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. So, with that being said, thank you again for watching my video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and 2Ham out. So before I would have kissed my fingers and ended the whole thing, but yeah, COVID got my brain a little messed up. So yeah, 2Ham out.